How did I miss that? Now, how is your luck? Right, good afternoon. It's Wednesday afternoon and you join me on a very low, very slow Bristol Avon upstream of Chippenham. I'm chasing chub. It's the worst possible fishing conditions. It's blue skies, 30 plus degrees, as you can see. I'm up against it. I've got some pellet with me. I've got a bit of bread if I'm desperate. And I've got some boilies with me, and I'm just bouncing up and down with a quiver tip rod and giving it a go. Oh, pigeon, thought that was a sparrowhawk, but it's a pigeon. Yeah, missed June the 16th because of stuff. And so this is my first go on the rivers this year. And to be fair, wish I was here on Monday because it was a lot cooler. But we'll give it a go. Right, I am moving that way, which is, well, that way, downstream. And we'll give it a go because I found a swim down there, I've got a swim up there, I've got a swim there, I've got a swim back there and a swim back. I've got a few goes. But anyway, I will update you when something good happens. So don't hold your breath. I thought it was a wasp's nest then. Oh, I thought I was in trouble. That'd been good on video, wouldn't it? There we go. This one's off the mobile. What's that, about £1.50? Happy days. Well, tactics couldn't be simpler. I'm just doing a little light link ledger for a little soft pellet on a size 12. £8 line straight through, little soft quiver tip, and then just dropping it in places which are shallow with a little bit of flow and hopefully a few fish. It's going all right. That's 5 or 6 so far, little chub. Happy days. Well, this little toe rag's got away with it when it comes to an otter. Well done, fella. Right, it's a little bit later. You're a bit skew with, but don't worry too much about that. I've moved into a swim where there's like an old boulder weir up there. So I've got a lot of white water and actual flow coming through here. I've also switched over to boilies on the outside chance it might be a bigger chub or a barbel. Now, started off quite well. The reason why the camera's on is because I've had 2 bites already. The first one was a 3.5 pound chub and I missed the second one. But let's give it a go. Get a boilie back out there. See what happens. It's in the water, that's always a start. Alright. There's a bang. I'm mounting the boilie the Terry Lampard way. So by pulling a bit of heavy, having a bit of braid whipped onto the shank of a hook with a knot in it, and then I'm pulling that through the boilie to pull it as tight to the shank of the hook as possible. Some chub fishing, really. So that was definitely a bang. He's on. Yeah, there we go. It's only a little one though. Right, good afternoon. Today I'm on the Hampshire Avon, chasing chub and anything else I can catch on boilies again. Now you won't be able to see this, but I can. But there's a very large fish right in close here. In this swim, I've put a little bit of bait out in the fast water, and I'm going to have a bit of a plop around with a single or double swan shot, and we're going to see what happens. Yeah, it's what, 3 o'clock now, 3:15. So I'm going to give it a bit of a go for a bit, and we'll see what happens. I'll put some bait in a couple of other swims further up. Lost my bait. I'm going to do that. Right, and this is live and as it happens. There you go, how's about some of that? First Hampshire Avon chub of the year. £4 and 14 ounces. I honestly thought this was going to be bigger, but who cares? Right, I'm going to get her back so that she can recover and try and catch a bigger friend. Oh, it gets worse. Oh. Right, so as you can see, it's not going too bad. I've moved swims, I've come a long way downstream. There's a little gravel clear spot out there, and I fed about 20 boilies on it. Secreted myself in, went for a bit of a walk, came back, put another 5 boilies in, chucked the rig in, and I had that chub first cast. So since I've come back, I've put another half a dozen boilies, well, I put 10 boilies in after I landed the fish, dealt with the fish, come back into the swim, I've put another half a dozen boilies in. And all I've got is a mixture of 15mm sauce, some S7 in there, little 12mm S7s, and some dumbbells and bits and bobs, 3 swan shot link ledger, and then a little hair rig boilie. Let's give it another go. It's all about paying out enough line so that it holds bottom. Like that. Make sure the drag's set. Put it there. We'll see what happens this time. And I'm basically upstreaming onto that gravel spot, hoping that by paying out a big enough bow in the line, it should stay still-ish. Until either Mr. Chub or Mr. Barbel comes along, you'll get bang on the tip, slack line, strike, very similar to cheese paste fishing, but I've got a boilie on the end instead. Now the wind's picked up just to be a nose, just like cheese paste fishing. Yeah. Right, the swans are being a bit of a nose now. We're putting some weed down from upstream. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pack the camera away, give it another 10 minutes in here. Well, in fact, no, I'm going to pack the camera away, bounce downstream, put 20 boilies in here, and then come back up here in about half an hour or so as I start making a move upstream towards my other swims. But you're not going to see that because I'm going to put the camera away, like I said, and yeah, let's see what happens. Hopefully I'll see you later, but if I don't, oh well. Here we go, fish number 2, £3 7 ounce, thank you very much. This one's pretty recognisable because it's covered in little black spots. Here we go, look, fish number 3. Thank you very much, just shy of £3.5. Lovely, I'm going to get this back, try for a bigger one. Right, many apologies. The following little bits of video are not in focus. It is not your TV, laptop or phone or whatever you're watching. It's all my fault. I forgot to check the settings on the phone. I hope it doesn't ruin it too much, and I will do better. Right, good afternoon. You join me today, and I'm back down on the Hampshire Avon. Chasing chub again, chub and possibly a barbel. I'm on boilies, so there's always an outside chance of a random one picking it up. It's been a bit of a stressful day, to be fair. I've had my car MOT'd, which it's failed, and it's serviced, and lots of stuff has basically gone wrong. I ended up having to wait around that long that I managed to go back to the garage to get my fishing kit out to go fishing in the centre of Salisbury for a couple of hours. There's one, but you haven't seen any of that. What is this? Another chub. Very angry chub. Yeah, you haven't seen any of that simply because there wasn't much point. Not a lot happened. I've had a missed bite, and really I wanted to get down here. So now I'm here, getting bites, which is good. I say getting bites, is that in the mouth? Yeah, it is in the mouth, right. So I said get him netted. He's decided to stop fighting, which is nice. And I'll see you up on the mat in a second. Here he is, £3 5 ounces. Quite energetic on the mat, so I'm going to get him back before he starts doing that again. Oh, so close and yet so far. £4 14 ounce. I'm not moaning though. What brilliant session so far. Now, how is your luck? £6 3 of Hampshire Avon Chub. Here we go, fish number 5. This is £4 3. Excuse my squinting. I think I've put the camera in the wrong place. Yeah, happy days. Can't go wrong with that, can you? 5 fish. Right. Well, the camera's back on for one thing, and that is because I managed to get the last bite by making a rig tweak. I'd missed 2 pretty quick bites, fishing with 2 swan shot on the end, where they actually banged it and not a lot happened afterwards. So all I did was switch from 2 swan shot down to a swan shot and an AAA, and the very next cast I've had the bang, and then it's held on that little bit longer as the weights have moved and it's dropped back, and yeah, chub on. It was lip hooked though. There's a lot of the others being inside the mouth, so yeah. Let's see if we can't get a couple more and go from there. But that's 5 now, which is gleaming. What a brilliant afternoon. It's made up for the day. Especially with 200 quid. Oof. You won't talk about the new chair I'm sat on. Shh. Right, this little guy comes in, fish number 6 at £2 11. And I've got to be honest, I'm going to go home now. The bites are getting really, really iffy. The fish have obviously had enough. So I'm going to make a move. And yeah, I will see you next week somewhere else. Right, good evening. Tonight you join me on the Bristol Avon in Chippenham, which I'm starting to think was a bit of a mistake because I've had kayaks, paddle boards. That was a bit of a bang. Yeah, kayaks, paddle boards, a fun run, and lots of people swimming. There's another there's another 10k happening in the next hour behind me. The swim I've selected is a good area for chub historically. But yeah, it's not looking good at the moment. That's it really. I'm fishing pellets on link ledger. It's completely the wrong tactics for this bit of river. Sorry, boilies on link ledger. It's completely the wrong tactics for this bit of river, but I'm going to give it a go. I've had an indication already, which may be in a liner, maybe in a bite. That's about it really. Right. If nothing happens, I won't do much apart from upload this video this week. So you will have this by the weekend. And I will see you next time I'm out and about on Avoiding the Blank. So until then, ciao for now. Yay, more boats. There we go. Got one in the end. £2 9 ounce. Right, I'm off home before I get in trouble.